I never experienced love like this. And I never experienced friendship like this. And it's very recent, but I'm just like grateful every day. Like a lot of times during the day, I just realize how lucky I am. And my whole life hasn't been like this. I lived 30 years not feeling these things. So it is a bit odd. Like it's something to get used to, but it's something I always desired. And to realize it now, it just makes me share it. Like I have to share what led me to this, right? You have value. You don't have to be 100% healed. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a people pleaser. You don't have to be a doormat. You don't have to have no boundaries. In fact, you need to have boundaries. You need to be imperfect and accept that you're imperfect. You need to know yourself. Because if you lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're perfect, you're just a narcissist. Like you just made up a fake persona, and that's what you're running with now. And I know no narcissist is gonna watch my stuff, especially to this point. They don't really have a good attention span. If they do, they just want to use it to manipulate people better or whatever. People like me are always gonna see through that BS. Do you ever think that sometimes loving someone who hurts us and who's not good for us is actually a kind of self-hatred? Like we can't accept somebody who really loves us because this doesn't match with our childhood and our, primary bonding person, like the parents or whoever raised us. Because all that they gave us was inconsistency and lies. Like telling us they love us and then at the same time or in the same breath almost, or shortly after, degrading us, telling us we're no good, we're bad, we're whatever, making us feel like we're a burden. So all that we can accept now is just this type of love. This twisted, toxic, non-love, because it's not love if somebody's acting like that towards you. And I don't think we should take it personally because most likely these people need therapy, but it doesn't really matter now that we're grown. We have to see it for what it is and just act accordingly, which means, detaching from these people, forgiving yourself for the fact that you were around that because it's not your fault. I think it's a bit harder to forgive yourself for like a bad relationship because you feel like it was your doing in a way. But we have to forgive ourselves at some point and realize the red flags that we overlooked and why we overlooked them. Most likely we felt that we weren't good enough for the real deal. But if we want the real deal one day, after we've done a little bit of healing, you don't have to heal completely. If we want the real deal, we have to forgive ourselves and let go, I personally believe that if you have a relational trauma, it has to be healed with a relationship. And I know this is not like good news for loners and introverts. And I was definitely that way. I'm still am that way, but I found a love that healed me and the ultimate love. I didn't think that would be possible. But I think the most significant thing that led me up to find that love is understanding my true value as a person and seeing things from a different perspective. Like my past, which was horrible, actually made me stronger. And with healing, but at the same time, not needing to be perfect anymore, just accepting it, accepting all of these things really led to me being content with myself. And not 100%, like nobody, if anybody tells you they're 100% confident, they're 100%, like they're just perfect and nothing is wrong, like that's sauce, you know, to me. I'm not saying that, but I've come a long way, you know, in my healing journey and on my spiritual path. And now I understand my value and I can be alone, you know. But that's the point, that was needed to find people around me, to have people around me, to have the relationships that I truly deserve and I always desired. But yeah, we have to really like stop being so hard on ourselves and realize that a lot of things that happened to us weren't our fault. And it doesn't mean that we are a bad person. And I don't like when people say, that's the last thing I want to say. I don't like when people say, oh, you attract something because that's what you are. And it's funny because I just made a video, I'm just uploading a video on the 2 rules of manifestation. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, to be honest. But basically, I was saying that like attracts like. And that's true. But for a lot of us, it's not that we, for example, if you attract a narcissist, it doesn't mean you are a narcissist. What it means is that the things that a narcissist expresses is something that we suppress on a daily basis. Like the hatred for other people, feeling like you're better than other people, you know, your pride. It's stuff that we deeply suppress because we don't want to be an asshole. We went through trauma, so for us it was best to suppress everything and to not really bother anybody, you know. What a narcissist did is kind of going on the defensive, you know, attacking mode and egotistical mode. What we do is we go internal. So narcissists, they want to control other people, and we go internal. We just blame ourselves. We try to control ourselves, basically, and just end up with a lot of unhealthy coping mechanisms that don't really lead to anything other than like depression and anxiety. But the good news is that you don't have to be like that. As soon as you realize that you're doing these things, I think that just really unlocks, that was the thing that unlocked my path to a better future. And I'm kind of living it right now. Like, it's not perfect. I'm not like rich and I haven't been like married for 20 years to tell you like, oh, I did all of these things. But I can already see it coming. You know, I can already see it coming. And I think that's also something to keep in mind, is to try to be hopeful. Like, being pessimistic is not always the best thing in the world. I was pessimistic in the past because it helped me to not be so disappointed, right? But that's not reality. That's not the truth. There's always 2 sides. It's not only the dark side. And at some point, we have to allow ourselves to step out of survival mode so we can actually start thinking about what we really want, what is our purpose, what we find purposeful, right? Something you decide. It's not something anybody else will tell you, and you have to listen to other people. You have to listen to yourself, you know. Get back to your intuition. It's a God-given gift, or universe, whatever. I don't want people to think I'm religious, but, you know, you have intuition for a reason. Whatever you believe, you have intuition for a reason. And mine never lied to me. Mine never lied to me. It was always my ego and my rational mind that told me stories, that told me, oh, believe this because that's what you want. You want to believe this, right? You want to believe the lies. So You have to see the truth behind the lies. Yeah, hope this message was helpful, and leave a like if it was. Let me know about your journey or whatever you want to talk about. And I read all the comments. No pressure though. Comment an emoji if you want to support this, because yeah, we don't want any, like, I don't know, I feel like on the internet, like, toxic stuff is really watched and like supported in a way, right? Like, even by commenting something negative, you are supporting something. So yeah, I hope people can, you know, just take the time to just like this so other people can find it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm really grateful for it. And see you soon. Bye.